They call me Hoist.
Okay, here's a look at Takata Tomi's masterpiece MP-58 hoist. So here's a look at the front of the box, product images of the robot alt mode. Back of the box, you get images of the accessories that it comes with, what he looks like with other masterpiece figures, some of the features of the figures, along with the features of the accessories. And side of the box, you get a pose of him in robot mode. Other side, the alt mode. Top of the box, Transformers Masterpiece MP-58. Bottom, words and stuff. So that's a look at the box. And then here I have the accessories still in the clamshell, so you can see what it looks like when you take it out of the box. And let's carefully put this here so we can get a better look at all the contents. So here you could see everything that you get. And first, the alternative grill, which I already swapped out for the Toon look. So this one has that metallic grill to be more toy realistic look. And then the alien mask and the wrench, which is painted metallic silver, which is nice. And then we got that grapple, his hammer, and the alternative head with a bigger jaw, and the blast effect, which is really nice, and an alternative right hand if you wanted to have both hands for some reason. So that is a look at the accessories. And now let's take a look at the other things you get, which first, of course, my favorite, which is the bio card done in a nice artwork there. The alt mode, the robot mode. Back of the box, you get your bio in Japanese, product images, and the tech spec. And here you could see how I have it protected in the baseball, basketball cards. So this time I think I will just show you, my collection of the official masterpiece. I have it all protected like this. So this is really nice because if I ever want to look at them and appreciate them, I can bring these all out. So here's some of the previous ones. Really nice. And starting off with the very first one, the MP-01. So anyways, I digress. That's just how I take care of my official masterpiece cards. And then the instructions, which I don't like how this is not done in that booklet style, because this is so hard to work with. You have to open this large sheet up, but you do get nice art, nicely colored. I forgot what that's called in engineering, but you could see the robot and alt mode. And then here you could see the grapple attachment. Here you could see the hand parts. And then, which I'm not going to go over all of this, but you have to open this whole thing up just to be able to go over the instructions. But here you could see the contents again, and then the steps of the transformation here, which again, you could see why I don't like this, why I really like the booklet style much better. But I will point out something here, is that transformation, they don't show you how to transform it from vehicle back to from robot to vehicle. And I don't know, I may do a transformation, because trying to transform all of this area, his top shoulder, is very difficult. And unless you know how to do that, you're gonna run through a lot of issues. But anyways, that's what you get. And now let's just compare him real quick next to his buddy Grapple, because I do want to show you these two guys. They look really nice together. This Hoist is a little bit smaller, but he scales much better than Fans Toys or X-Transbots. Even though he has these big old boots to make him a little bit taller. Hoist should actually be smaller than Grapple anyways. But here's just a quick look wanted to show you this because I really like this. This really looks nice. Only if you get him in a really nice dynamic pose like this. But anyways, that's just a quick look at that. So now let's take a closer look at the figure. So first, let's get him all straightened up here and see what he looks like here. And take a close-up look at that head. So let's zoom in a little bit. No, maybe not. Let's zoom in this way. So you could see it's very cartoon accurate, sculpted head. Nice metallic blue paint for the visors. Head can go side to side, can go up, down, and can rotate. And then his shoulders here, I don't like this cutout. They did that because that allows for some articulation here. I don't think that's really good design, but you could see you can move it all the way. That's just not good, but it can rotate all the way around if you want. And then you could see that little hinge there, so it can go up like so. And if you wanted to get a butterfly joint, you could see you can rotate it this way, and then you can get some butterfly joint there if you wanted to do that. You do get elbow joint or double jointed, so you can get a great range of articulation there. You do get bicep swivel on rotation, and you do get his little cannon here, which is cool, that you can extend like this, which is really cool. And you can actually do that on both sides, which I think is really cool if you wanted to do that for some reason. And then let's come down a little bit. So you could see he has no waist rotation, but here you could see how this does articulate on that green piece, goes up. But they did give you articulation here, so you can lift his leg up like that, which I think is really cool. And then you do get a knee bend, which I do like how they covered that knee up. And the feet, you do get some articulation here, but that's due to transformation. You do get ankle rocker and a toe tilt up, I guess. So that's the articulation. So overall, articulation I think is not bad, but there are a lot of issues here with this figure that I have. But first, let's get them straightened out, get that green part straight, get this side of the green part straight so we can stand them up. So first of all, let's take a look at the proportions. I guess it is, it is cartoon accurate how he's missing his crotch there. But the back here, that's not cartoon accurate, which is kind of surprising because, you know, with Grapple, how they made it cartoon accurate, how they folded that whole piece up into his chest. I don't know why they didn't take the time to design something where they could have put all of that in, like what they did with Fans toys. But yeah, that's just one issue I have. And then another issue is this doesn't really lock into place, so it just kind of swivels all over the place. Unlike Fans toys, you can see they did put a little lock, so see, it locks into place right there. So yeah, that's just another issue I have with this. And the feet, he's having these big old feet, which are kind of like boots, which is not really cartoon accurate. So you could see how Fans toys did theirs. It's a little bit more proportion better. But anyways, this is not a comparison. I'm just pointing out some issues with it. But what I do like is how this is not chrome. So this is painted to be a little bit more cartoon accurate. And that's my only issue based on my preference with this is the chrome instead of the white. And I don't hate this. It's just my preference now is more towards the trending toon look. And I'll just show you as an example. You know, I used to do drawings of masterpiece figures that we needed. So I did a hoist a long time ago, and you could see the way I drew it and with some little details, and you could see how I did make the legs chrome. You could see a little bit of the hint of the blue sky on the legs. So yeah, that's just to let you know, I do appreciate this metallic look, but now I am all about the trending toon look. So I do like how these are kind of painted the off-white, so that looks really nice. But anyways, yeah, that's a look at the figure. So now, since I already brought him out many times already, let's just compare him with some of the other masterpiece. So here is the Fans Toys, and here is X-Transbot's second release. So let me just do this probably in the order. And there were the other versions. I think there was Mastermind Creations, but that one, it was not even close to being cartoon accurate, so I just passed on it altogether. And I initially passed on X-Transbot's first version, but when I saw the white arms and legs cartoon accurate, I had to get this. So it's not a comparison, but let's just quickly point some things out. So first of all, this is an older figure, so that's why this one still has kind of like that older design where it has like extra sculpted detail, even like here his wing. So it's kind of like that fusion of like the toy and cartoon look. But this was kind of leaning towards more the cartoon aesthetics. And the back, I'm not going to complain too much, but you already know that's not cartoon accurate. And I could nitpick this to death, but I could just tell you the way this is designed, typical X-Transbots, I mean, there's a lot of issues with it. And then the Fans Toys, when this came out, man, this was so exciting. But, you know, I know there are other people like me, when they got it, they were a little confused and disappointed about this metallic legs. I mean, it looks nice, it's just, you know, not meeting the trending toon look now. And this was nice how they made the back like that. And then today, now we have the masterpiece, which, gotta be honest, I am a little disappointed because I think they could have designed it much better. I mean, some of the issues I already pointed out, but for the most part, I think it's good. I mean, even the transformation. This transformation's really bad. This one is pretty intuitive. This one, there are issues transforming it up here from robot to alt mode. So yeah, I mean, this is not as great as, you know, a lot of their other official masterpiece figures. But you could see the scale also. Fans Toys is obviously bigger, and Hoist was always smaller than Grapple, so that's why, you know, this one does scale really nice with the official Grapple, even though this one I think is good in many ways. It's just he's a little bit too big. So if that rumor is true, Fans Toys is going to, you know, make all of the Generation 1 figures, that'd be nice to have a Fans Toys Grapple. But anyways, that's just a quick comparison with the other versions, and this is what I like so far. So now let's go ahead, transform him into alt mode, and take a look at that. Okay, here's a look at Hoist in his alt mode. And first, let's compare this with the animation model and see how well they captured the cartoon aesthetics. And for the most part, they captured a lot of the details. They did add the extra side view mirrors, which you can open the hood, tuck it in. But yeah, overall, I think they did capture a lot of the cartoon aesthetics. It's just when you take a closer look, the proportions are a little off. I mean, he should be a little taller, like the cartoon. This one you could see it's a little longer, so it has more of a realistic look. Along with this glossy paint here, has kind of like a realistic look, kind of like a real car after it's been waxed. You could see all that nice shine, and there is the inconsistency here with this is painted, this is not. And I actually would have preferred this kind of color, because this one, as nice as it is, it's kind of represents more of a realistic look. And when you bring in Fans Toys, which is also painted, you can see, yeah, I like the paint finish here. But yeah, this is a look at the alt mode, and you can see it does roll nice. It does have nicely sculpted wheels and rims, no rubber tires because it's a Takata. Yeah, and you could see all the details, really nice. So in terms of features, let's push this front grille down and then lift up here the hood, and you could see, let's see if we can get a good look. You could see, look at all that nicely sculpted detail of the engine. Really nice. And like I said, you could fold in the side view mirrors and have this more like a cartoon look. So yeah, it's a little bit better. Still should be a little taller in my opinion. And if you want, you could push this down, lift this up, and then at an angle, find the tabs and the slot, line it up, and then push it down and push it up. And you could have this look more realistic, which I don't like. So let's put this one back, but just showing you that's an option that you have. And another option is this grapple thing. Let's come up and get a better view of this. So you could see, yeah, this it's from the episode. If you want, you could replicate that scene where he was also with his buddy Grapple, who also had the grapple thing. So you can take this off and bring in the little grapple that Grapple also has. And yeah, you can kind of replicate that scene if you want. Yeah, it's a nice, cool little feature if, you know, that's your thing. But yeah, for me, I don't think it's really practical to have all of it. So we could take this off, and you could see how he looks next to his buddy, Grapple. I think these two guys look really nice together from the episode. What was it called? Master Builders? Yeah. So these two guys look really nice together. And I don't know if you saw, but you could see Spike there. This is the MP-58 Spike inside, along with Carly on the other side from that episode Hoist Goes to Hollywood, when they were driving together, which is really cool. And one of the other cool features that you have is you can open this up and you can pull back a little bit, because this is on a slider, and kind of open the door. It kind of tends to want to go down, but you could see you can open this door. So that's kind of a nice feature. I think Spike is a little too small, and I will just do it now just to point out. This Spike figure is not made very well. So if you wanted to do something like this, you're going to have to be extremely careful. Otherwise, like you already see, his leg came undone. This is not put together very well. Same thing with Carly, but here I'm just showing you the feature. You can come here, untab it, that little circle tab there, rotate this down, and then you're gonna have to very carefully bring this out, because you don't want this happening like Spike. Really bad. But anyways, I digress. So that's just another feature you have. And I didn't transform any Autobot vehicles, so I can't really show you this, but this is kind of cool how it pops up, because it has the weight to keep it down, so you can wheel an Autobot. So that's cool. And then This is not a comparison, but since I have it, you could just see the difference. Yeah, and I think this is good where I could point out, when I come down a little bit, you could see, this is what I was telling you. Fans Toys did a better job capturing the proportion of the cartoon. So you could see he's a little more boxier top, a little taller. Here you can see the Takata is a little bit more wider, more rectangle shape. So this is more like realistic shape. But anyways, I just thought I'd point that out. And then Fans Toys, again, this is not a comparison. I'm just pointing things out. This is a premium figure, you know, the weight, the die cast, the rubber wheels, but that's not really why I like this figure. I just like it more because of the proportions are more accurate. And again, I just wish they would went with like a toon look. This would have been really awesome, but just wanted to show you the comparison, and I just want to bring it out just to point this out also. Here is the X Transbots, which I did not transform because this is really a really bad design. I mean, I'm not going to go through everything, but there's typical X Transbots. There's too many parts here, and trying to manipulate them causes a lot of issue, and it's very difficult transforming. After decades, they still didn't improve that design. So anyways, just want to point that out so I don't have it to show you what he looks like in alt mode. But anyways, that's a look at Hoist in his alt mode. So now let's transform back to robot mode and go over some things I forgot to mention. Okay, now that we have Hoist back in robot mode in a nice dynamic pose, we can go over some of these accessories that I forgot to mention. So first, let's start off with this cool blast effect. And if you want to attach it to his hose, first of all, you need to make sure you pull it out so it is hollow. Because when you push it in, it's going to, let me just show you, if you push it in, you're going to have that pin in the way. So you need to make sure you pull this nozzle out first, and then you can attach this blast effect, which is really cool. You can get some nice pictures out of that. And then we have two other accessories for his other hand. So, which, first of all, I think this is dumb how he has a little hammer. What is a transformer going to do with the hammer? And show you, there's no tab, but you can see this ridge around here, and I think that's to help it to kind of fit in between the fingers. So let me see if I can get up close here and show you, because you just make sure you get a good grip, and if you get that little ridge in between the fingers, it will hold, and then you can kind of rotate it around so it doesn't slide up and down. So yeah, I mean, this it's a cool little feature. It's nice to have, but not really practical in my opinion. And then another feature from the episode which doesn't make sense is this wrench, which it is nicely painted, this metallic silver. So I don't know why some people complain that, you know, it's not die cast, because either way, doesn't really make a difference. It looks nice, but this one you could see there's no tab or anything, so it just kind of slides in and out. You can try to squeeze his hand really tight. Maybe that will kind of help hold it together. So if you want, you can replicate the scene with that. And yeah, again, it's another nice feature to have, but doesn't really do much. But what is a cool feature is his alien mask. So you can see, get a close-up view of that. And this just simply tabs in by friction on the top here. So you just make sure you get it in. And then this one, let's come up a little bit so we can get a better view. Yeah, this is really funny. I'm not going to do the same thing T-Man did, but, you know, he put in, you know, tracks, warpath, power glide, and Sunstreaker with the alien mask out to replicate that scene. That was pretty funny. But yeah, if you want, you can do all of that. Just another cool feature, you know, maybe take pictures with. And then we do have his alternative head. I can't remember, but I do think I remember seeing an episode where he does have like a bigger jaw. So if you want, you can just, you know, take that off, put it in. I'm not going to do that. And the same thing with this hand. You can take this off, put it in, and he has two hands, which again, it's kind of nice, but yeah, I don't think it's really practical. But anyways, here he is back in robot mode. And I'll just tell you my final thoughts on this figure. Overall, this is a really nice looking figure. I do have like my little issues with it, such as, you know, that's not cartoon accurate. The cutouts of his shoulders to accommodate the articulation because of the wings on his back, his big feet back here. Yeah, those are like maybe little minor nitpicky issues I have, but when you bring in his buddy here, Grapple, these two guys look really great together. That's because, you know, it's the same company, same material, plastic, paint, all that stuff. So it's consistent. So these two guys look really great together. Fans Toys, I think, is designed and built much better, and he is taller, so the scale's off, and it's inconsistent, you know, because it's Fans Toys has a different paint and stuff. So because of that, these are now my official masterpiece Hoist and Grapple, and I'm okay with it because you could see these two guys, they look really great together. So that's my final thoughts and review on this. And in terms of recommendation, well, you know, I don't give recommendations because if you want it, you'll get it. If you don't, you won't. But I'll just tell you, you know, if you have the MP Grapple, this will pair really nicely with him and they look really great together. So that's my final thoughts and my review of MP Hoist.
Excuse me.
Oh, Moist. Look, we won't need you for a bit. Go have a bagel and coffee. We'll call you.
Bagel?
All right. That's it.
Yeah, we quit.
Right. Tell them to find some Decepticons to beat up. Yeah.
But